To optimize your camera for taking pictures of a night landscape, I recommend using the manual mode. You want to make sure the flash is turned off. You'll need to set the timer mode, the ISO, the white balance, and you may want to try the handheld night landscape scene mode. To get started, go ahead and turn the mode dial to the letter M. This stands for manual and allows you full control over both the shutter speed and the aperture. You can see in the bottom that I'll use the front dial of the camera to set the shutter speed and the control dial on the back to set the aperture. Now, because this is a landscape and you'll want to have everything in focus, you want a small aperture, so choose something like f8. You can just turn the control dial to choose the smallest aperture possible. And to compensate for that, you'll want to choose a very, very slow shutter speed, such as 1 or 2 seconds. Go ahead and move the front dial right here. I'll start with 1 second for this demo. Now, because the subject is so far away in this shot, there's no sense in using the flash. So make sure the flash is pushed down all the way so it's not used. Now let's go ahead and set the timer mode. Because you're using such a long shutter speed, you won't be able to handhold the camera. So you want to press the function button right here and use the up and down navigation buttons to choose the self-timer function right there. Now, go ahead and press the left navigation button or use the control dial to choose the 2-second self-timer. Go ahead and press set to escape. Now let's set the ISO. Press the up navigation or ISO button right here. And then use the control dial to move this around. In this case, because you're using such a long shutter speed, you need to have the ISO set to 80. Otherwise, the image will become much too noisy. So to maintain the smoothest colors in your image, set the ISO to 80. Then press set. Now let's go ahead and set the white balance. Press the function button again to access the function menu. Use the up and down navigation buttons to select the white balance function, and then the control dial to move within. If you're taking pictures of a cityscape, for example, many street lights are tungsten, so you'll want to use the tungsten white balance option. Otherwise, you can see on the screen as you choose the different white balance options, which option will best suit your needs. Go ahead and choose that option and then press set to escape. Now you're ready to take your picture. You'll want to use a tripod because the shutter speed is so long, or have the camera sitting on something very stable. Place the focusing point over something in the horizon or something far away on which to focus. Press the shutter button halfway to lock focus. You may need to recompose the image a little bit. Lock down your tripod, and then press the shutter button the rest of the way to activate the 2-second timer. Once you press the shutter button the rest of the way, remember to release the camera, giving it those 2 seconds to stop shaking before the picture is taken. If you don't have a tripod or can't place it on something stable, there's a scene mode that may be able to help. Turn the mode dial to SCN. Now go ahead and press the function button to access the different scene modes and use the control dial to choose the handheld night scene. In this case, because you're hand holding the camera, you don't want to use the 2-second timer. So use your navigation buttons to access the timer function and then choose off. Now you can press set to escape the function menu. In this mode, the focus point is automated and chosen for you. So you can compose the image first and then press the shutter button halfway. So go ahead and compose the image, press the shutter button halfway, and then press it the rest of the way to take the shot.